Today, the Lawrence Cardinals will take on the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Lawrence comes to this game with a 1-2 record, with a loss to Steiner 7-4 and a W to Robbinsville 9-8. As Hopewell Valley comes to this game with a 2-1 record. The pitcher tonight for Lawrence is. The pitcher tonight is Robert Kelly, number 6 for the Cardinals, and for Hopewell Valley, number 6, Chris Tobia, the senior, will be pitching for the Bulldogs. So Lawrence tries to get back in the W column today. Jared, what do you think they have to do today to try to get to that?
Yeah, well, I think one thing, like I said before, the pitching is the main focus. I wonder how much of a difference the nice weather is going to make here. It was a pretty windy day on Wednesday, tough conditions to pitch in, hands are cold, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. Another thing that was happening was, although Lawrence, I would say beat themselves that game. They really made a lot of poor plays that ended up resulting in a loss. I think that the umping was a little questionable as well on Wednesday, so it'll be really interesting to see how consistent that is today.
Yeah, it's just been outright miserable weather for a week, and we finally get a beautiful day for some high school baseball. So I'm very excited for some baseball today, as Lawrence, like I said, tries to get back in the win column. And some guys to look out for today is number 6, Robert Kelly, the starting pitcher for the Lawrence Cardinals. Kellen Moore, who started that first game that Cardinals played last week, will be at catcher tonight. But the designated hitter tonight is Tyler Van Heist. What do we expect out of Van Heist today, Jared?
I'm expecting some really good hitting out of Van Heist. He had a couple of misplays, some that weren't his fault, playing behind the dish at catcher. So I think, Scepter making the move to put him at DH as opposed to catcher today, give him a little rest to get his mind clear, is a great move, and I think he's going to really succeed in that third spot in the lineup, Tom.
Ryan Willover was also a guy, last time I did a game, who looked pretty impressive, even though Lawrence did not come out of that game with a win. Ryan Willover looked like one of the leaders on this team, and guy that could really hit the baseball.
Yeah, talking to Coach Scepter, he really has high praise for Ryan Willover, and just watching him here, like you said, Tom, just a guy that knows what he's doing in all aspects of the field. He's always making the right play, is always over here on the dugout supporting his teammates. Just a great guy all around. A guy you want on your team for sure.
As usual, the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs will start batting as we are at the top of the first. Kellen Moore comes out as catcher, and Robert Kelly will come out as pitcher. The Bulldogs are warming up right now in their all brown uniforms and yellow lettering. Kind of a weird uniform combination today, but we'll see if it pays off for the Bulldogs, as the Lawrence Cardinals are all in white once again today.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing Kellen Moore behind the dish for the first time. I've talked to Coach Scepter about how, not only is Kellen Moore a pitcher, but he'll occasionally be the catcher as well. And, we haven't seen him play catcher, but it'd be good to see what he does tonight.
The jack of all trades, Kellen Moore, had a kind of a rocky start to his pitching season, but looks to bounce back with a nice game behind the dish today.
Yeah, it's just the main thing for Lawrence is just trying to keep everything simple. I think they were trying to attack the lower part of the plate a little too much, which resulted in a lot of wild pitches. So maybe as we see a pitch hit the dirt right there in the warm-up. So just trying to refrain from that, keep everything in front of them. Don't be yourselves, Let's have a good game. Let's not make the costly errors that are going to cost us this game.
And someone also to look out for today is the first baseman, Dane Bates. Dane Bates, the freshman that in the starting lineup today. He started the first game last week and has started a couple games since then. Dane Bates also was at pitcher last week. So Dane Bates, kind of the jack of all trades as well. He had a solid outing at pitcher last week too, versus the first game Lawrence had.
Yeah, Dane Bates is really a young guy that Coach Scepter has a lot of confidence in. So I think it'll be interesting to keep an eye on him. He was making some good contact on Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing what he produces today as we see both teams are kind of getting ready to start this game.
Yeah, the Bulldogs still warming up here. The Cardinals, I guess, waiting for the Bulldogs right now. Bulldogs are still warming up in the dugout right now, coming out any second. But I think we're in for a really good game today. Cardinals want to bounce back after that loss to Steiner, as we have, like we keep saying, a beautiful day for baseball. So I don't want to say this is a must-win for Lawrence, but this is a very optimal win today for the Lawrence Cardinals.
100%, as we see the leadoff batter, Jack Lingle, taking the batter's box, taking a couple practice hacks, and Kellen Moore heading back to the catching position.
Yeah, Jack Lingle will be your starting pitcher tonight, or slash say leadoff pitcher for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs today, as we are almost ready for some baseball. Here's Robert Kelly with the first pitch of the game. Lengel awaiting. Moore right behind the dish. Kelly, and that's going to be ball one.
Yeah, hearing a lot of noise out of that Hopewell Valley dugout. A lot of energy today in this game, Tom.
They're chirping all right, the Bulldogs. Pitch number 2 for Kelly, and that's going to be a strike since it is off the bat of Lengel. It went nowhere.
Yeah, a little bit of awkward contact right there, Tom. It looked like it maybe got a piece of him after hitting the ground.
1-1 count for Robert Kelly, number 6, starting pitcher tonight, the sophomore. Kelly back on the mound. Lengel awaiting. 1-1 pitch. Here's Kelly, and that's going to hit the ground even before it gets to Moore, so that's going to be another ball, 2-1.
Yeah, the Lawrence Cardinals really got to refrain from that this game. We saw a lot of that last game that resulted in a lot of runs being scored, you know, those wild pitches off the ground. So good job of Kellen Moore trying to keep that in front of him, but we'll see how that progresses throughout the game.
We were even seeing that last week, too. Just a bunch of pitches hitting the ground for no reason. I guess they got to get up more in the air as Lengel hits this right between second and third base, as it's going to go right to first base, and that's out. Nice play there by the second baseman.
And there it is, Ryan Willover at shortstop making the play. You know, we were just talking about him, giving him high praise, and there he is showing up, first play of the game. Great play by Willover.
1 out for the Cardinals. So coming up now for the Bulldogs, the second batter today is number 4, Dylan Eng. Eng now on home base. 1 out for the Cardinals. Kelly, first pitch of this at-bat, and that's going to be a ball.
Really interested to see what this ump strike zone looks like after, I know you weren't here on Wednesday, but the ump had a very interesting strike zone, Tom.
It's been very questionable. We'll see if he makes his own or he has one that fits to their needs. And that's going to be, second pitch is strike 1. 1-1 count.
Yeah, that was a great pitch by Robert Kelly. Really had the batter fooled on that one.
Kelly throwing a heater last time out. Pitch number 3 at this at-bat. Eng awaiting. And Eng's going to hit this. And that looks like going to be a pop-up. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, regardless, pretty good contact there. When you hear the crack of the bat on that ball, that just sounded beautiful. But got to straighten that out a little bit.
That was impressive by Eng, the senior on this Bulldog team. 1-2 pitch. Robert Kelly looking for the second out of this top of the first. And that's going to be ball 2.
Just a little outside there. I like the call of not maybe giving him something too hittable in the zone, so let's see what he does in this 2-2 count.
2-2 count, 1 out for the Cardinals. Eng awaiting. Moore behind the dish. Kelly, that's going to be right off the bat of Eng. Going to land right near the catcher, and that's going to be an easy out. Or no, they're going to let that go.
Yeah, I think Eng is pretty lucky that he even got a piece of that. That was really low and outside, and he just tipped it. Just a really good pitch by Robert Kelly. Really has Eng fooled right now in this count.
Yeah, I thought they were going to put that in play, but they're going to call that a foul. They're going to let that go, so Eng will come back on home base.
Yeah, really close play there, Tom.
Robert Kelly, 2-2 pitch. Looking to get the Cardinals a second out of this top of the first. Kelly, that's going to go off the bat of Eng again. That's going to be another foul. Looks like over the gate there, as we will stay with the 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, it really just looks like, despite the 2-2 count, Eng is really fighting for his life there in this batter's box. Just trying to get a piece of anything right there.
Yeah, Kelly's definitely in charge right now. Robert Kelly, 7th pitch of this at-bat. Eng awaiting. Robert Kelly goes into his motion, and that's going to be ball 3.
Full count right here. This is big. Lawrence was really struggling to put away these full count batters on Wednesday. Let's see if they can do it right here.
In his brief time on the mound, Kelly's looked pretty impressive so far. Kelly, and that's going to be a walk there. They're going to walk Eng, as that was ball 4. Eng will go to first base.
As there's another one of those very close pitches, Tom. Looked like it just got the outside part of the plate to me, but the ump will call it a ball, and Eng will take first.
Could have went either way, really, there, Jared. I think it might have been a strike, but we're going to let that go, as Eng will go to first base. Coming up now here for the Bulldogs is number 22, Jaden Shin. Jaden Shin, the 3rd batter of this game. Kelly back on the mound. Kelly, and that's going to be ball 1. Kelly 1-0 count. Shin on home plate.
Lawrence has to keep an eye on that run on first. They really gave up a lot of stolen bases against their last opponent. Really got to keep an eye on that.
As they're going to try to get Eng looking, as he will go right back on first base. Nice play there by Kelly either way.
Really expected that out of Lawrence. Got to keep these runners in. Got to make them respect their position on this base. Let's see the pitch.
Kelly 1-0 pitch here. Robert Kelly. And that's going to hit the umpire, actually, as that's strike one.
Yeah, catches a piece of the ump, and he just eats the pitch.
A little shaken up there, the ump, but nonetheless, 1-1 count.
Holding on. Right? Open up and then be able to bounce out.
As Moore is going to go to the mound here and talk to Robert Kelly real quick on this 1-1 count here.
Yeah,
one out.
Coach Scepter giving some advice to his first baseman as well on how to kind of play the little pickoff attempt a little more efficiently as Kellen Moore heads back behind home plate.
Yeah, Moore will go behind home plate here as Robert Kelly is ready once again. Shin back on the play here. Kelly, 1-1 count. Looking at Cardinals finding their second out of this top of the first. Kelly awaiting, as that's going to be ball two.
A lot of heckling out of that Hopewell Valley Central dugout.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Jared. Just they are relentless right now.
Really bringing that energy right here. Also looked like the batter tried to call time mid-pitch. Not really sure what the call was there, but the ump didn't see it, so it'll count as a ball.
2-1 count here for Robert Kelly. Kelly trying to get Eng looking again back to first base as he will go back on first base in time.
I really love the call of keeping those runners on check on the base path today. Like I said, Lawrence gave up a lot of stolen bases last game. Can't let that happen again.
Kelly is on the lookout in this game. Kelly, next pitch, and that's going to be strike two, as that's going to go right behind Kelly. Almost went over the cage.
Kelly in the same position as he was with the last batter. 2-2 count. Can't let this get to a full count and possibly walk him. Got to punch him out right here.
2-2 count here for Robert Kelly. Still one out here for the Lawrence Cardinals. Jaden Shin, the sophomore here. Robert Kelly back on the mound. Kelly, that's going to be low. That's going to be ball three.
Another full count here. Don't want to kind of get your pitch count this high up so early. Robert Kelly really looking to get out of this.
Robert Kelly back on the mound, full count here, 3-2. Kelly looking to get Shin out of here. Robert Kelly back in the motion as we get a runner and go to second base, and he'll do that. Nice play there by Dylan Eng.
It won't matter because he walked him anyway, but it's just a great jump by Dylan Eng on first base. It would have been safe regardless. But now you got runners on first and second and only one out. This is the kind of situations that came back to bite Lawrence last game. Got to really get out of this inning right here if you're Robert Kelly.
Yeah, so Shin will be walked to first base, and now we have Eng on second base. Kelly still one out here. Coming up is number 3, Cole Beck. Beck up here for the Bulldogs. Robert Kelly. And that's going to be strike one. Nice pitch there by Robert Kelly.
There you go. Get ahead of the batter early. This is what you got to do right here to get out of this little funk.
We were talking about that early in the pregame. Remember that, Jared? That Cardinals need to get out here and put a chokehold on this game early. And Kelly was doing that originally, but now he has two batters, I should say, on base. As nice hit there by Beck. Beck right to third base as Eng's going to come in for the score here. Eng will score the first run for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a beautiful piece of hitting right there by Cole Beck, getting that ball right in between the the shortstop and the third baseman. There was no chance to make a play on that. Great hit by Cole Beck.
As now we have a man on second and first. I was just going to praise Kelly to starting out this game good, but not the best start there here for the Cardinals and Robert Kelly after that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough one. And now you got Lucas Henderson up, the second baseman, looking to continue this. A little bit of a one-out rally that the Bulldogs are going on.
Yeah, Bulldogs 1-0 over the Cardinals. Henderson, his first at-bat of the game. Kelly, low pitch there. That's going to be ball one. Kelly coming back to the mound. Still only one out here. Bulldogs 1-0 with a man on first and second.
All the Bulldogs are on their feet in the dugout, Tom, really heckling this Lawrence Cardinals pitcher.
Kelly looking back at second baseman will pitch now, and that's going to be strike one. Nice pitch there by Robert Kelly.
There you go. I'm finally giving Kelly some calls here. Like to see that.
That's what we were saying before, and then Kelly let that one go to Shin. So Robert Kelly trying to redeem himself now on this 1-1 pitch. Kelly, 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelly looking back at the second baseman again. Kelly. And that's going to be strike 2. Another heater there by Robert Kelly.
Yeah, same position, same pitch. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go back to it.
1-2 as Coach Scepter talks to his guys. Kelly back on the mound here, 1-2. Looking to get Henderson out of here for out 2. Robert Kelly. And that's going to go right off the bat of Henderson, but it's going to go right behind him as it'll stay 1-2.
Gotta punch him out right here, Tom. It's very key.
We apologize for the audio trouble there with the announcers. That's WRRC2, Rider University Radio. They're having a little trouble with their equipment. I'll try to fill in until they can get back to us. Here's the next pitch. That'll be high for a ball 2. 2-2 the count. As you aren't aware, the WRRC2 announcers are students at Rider University working with the radio station 107.7 FM The Bronx. That was going to be low for ball 3. WRRC2 is one of the Bronx online feeds. They're covering all of the home games for the Lawrence Cardinals this year, as they did last year. New crew this year as people graduate from Rider. Full count here. So look for the next pitch. That one's popped up in the air. Count will remain 3-2. I assure you the folks from WRRC2 are working to restore communication with their studio, and they'll be back as soon as they can. Here's the next pitch. And he'll strike him out. Good pitch there. That'll bring up the next batter for Hopewell Valley. First pitch, and he pounds that one out of there. Runner heading for home. Second runner is going to hold up at third, and the batter will hold up at first. So run scores for the Bulldogs. Catcher giving some advice to the pitcher, trying to make sure that they can do a little better with the next batter. Next batter steps up to the plate. Here's the first pitch, and that will be called for a strike. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Oh, no, instead he tries to pick off the runner at first. Runner gets back in time, but that will keep him honest. Now waiting for the next pitch. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Well, we appear to have lost our backup audio feed as well, but we'll get that back up shortly. In the meantime, pitcher looks him over.
After a brief technical difficulty, we apologize for that, but it is now 2-0 Bulldogs if they have another run go in. But Robert Kelly did get another out, so as of right now, Bulldogs are still at the plate, and this is number 11, Chris Del Vecchio, as is a 1-2 count, and Kelly trying to get Del Vecchio out right now.
Yeah, what you missed on our little technical break hiatus was Lucas Henderson struck out. Great pitch by Robert Kelly, and then Michael Boyer hit a RBI single that scored Jaden Shin from second base.
So now Robert Kelly back on the mound here. 1-2 count. Kelly. Del Vecchio waiting. Moore still behind the dish here. Kelly. High pitch there. That's going to be ball 2. 2-2 count now.
Seems like we're at least the third or fourth 2-2 count we've seen here, Tom. Robert Kelly really getting behind on these batters, getting his pitch count up. Don't like to see that.
So 2-2 count here. 2-0 Bulldogs over the Cardinals here. Still top of the first. Kelly. That's going to go off the bat of Del Vecchio. That's going to be a foul ball. Nice hit there by Del Vecchio regardless.
Yeah, it seems like these Bulldogs hitters are really just stretching out these at-bats, you know, getting Robert Kelly's pitch count up. I saw Coach Scepter just talking to Robert Kelly saying that 2 walks resulted in 2 runs. You know, that's kind of the mentality that the Lawrence Cardinals have to have. Try not to walk these batters and continue these innings. You know, get out of these innings quick.
So now Kelly back on the mound here. 2-2 count still. 2 outs. Kelly looking to get out of this inning after it seems like a forever top of the first. Kelly, runner going to second, and they're going to get him out. Nice play there, but number 3 for Bulldogs will score, but it will not matter. As that's 3 outs here for the Bulldogs. Nice play there by Robert Kelly.
Yeah, that was really interesting. A lot going on there. Runner going home. But nevertheless, they get out of the inning.
As the Bulldogs will take the field, and we're going to go to a short break here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Hi, this is Driven Delicato, pitcher for the Cardinals. Before first pitch, I tell my family to tune in 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2, to listen to me play.
Back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals game. Bulldogs currently up 2-0 versus the Cardinals as we are in the middle of the first, as Lawrence will finally get to an at-bat here with Chris Tobia pitching.
Yeah, I'm looking at Chris Tobia's stats right now, and it looks like he's pitched for 5 innings, thrown 48 pitches, only giving up 1 hit and no runs. So Chris Tobia looking to kind of continue the success he's had at the beginning of the season here against the Cardinals.
Yeah, Tobia throwing the heat here for Hopewell Valley in their 2-1 start. But Lawrence looking to end that streak, you should say, really right now with Tobia going to the mound, and Lawrence now finally taking home plate here as number 7 Giovanni Brogel will lead off for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and Giovanni Brogel was an on-base machine last game against Steiner, so he's hoping to continue off of that and start a little rally down 2-0 here for the Cardinals.
So Cardinals, bottom of the first, already down 2-0, looking to answer. Tobia on the mound here. Tobia's first pitch. Brogel waiting, and that's going to be strike 1.
He was swinging for the fences there, Tom.
Brogel back on home plate. 0-1 pitch for Tobia. Tobia's second pitch here. And that's going to go off the bat of Brogel. That looks like it'll be a pop-up here. And it will be. First out here for the Cardinals.
It looked like the center fielder had a little trouble tracking that down. Really sunny out here, Tom, but good play by the Bulldog center fielder.
It was a nice hit by Brogel, but it just popped up a little too high.
Bob said he was going to start using that.
Yeah, decent piece of contact, but, you know, it's better than a strikeout.
So coming up here is number 6, Robert Kelly. The starting pitcher tonight for the Cardinals will be the second at-batter for Lawrence. 1 out for the Cardinals here. 0-0 count. And that's going to be ball 1.
Robert Kelly looking to get some of those runs back that he gave up.
Tobia's second pitch here. 1-0 count. 1 out. That doesn't go off the bat of Kelly, but right behind him, that'll be strike 1. 1-1 count for Joseph Tobia, the senior on this Hopewell Valley team. 1-1 count for Tobia. Robert Kelly awaiting. As that's going to be ball 2.
Good eye by Tobia there. Excuse me. Good eye by Kelly there to lay off that pitch, breaking ball high. Could be very tempting to swing, but a great eye by Kelly.
2-1 count here for Tobia. Tobia, and that's going to be strike 2.
Got another 2-2 count. Seems like it's been the game of 2-2 counts here, Tom, early. Both teams. Let's see if Robert Kelly can make something out of this 2-2 count.
Robert Kelly staring down this 2-2. 1 out here. Tobia. And that's going to be ball 3.
It's a low pitch there. Very close once again. Seems like a lot of these umps have a very, very tight strike zone here, Tom.
That was pretty low. Joseph Tobia's been throwing some solid balls so far, but that was probably his lowest of yet as Kelly gets a hit to second base. Kelly's looking to go to first base, and he's out before he reaches there.
Yeah, solid piece of contact there, but just got on top of it a little bit there and went straight to the second baseman, 2 outs.
Yeah, very solid contact by Kelly. He almost went right between the baseman and the second base, but nice play there by the second baseman of Hopewell Valley. Coming up here for the Cardinals is number 10, Ryan Willover. 2 outs for Willover. Tobia. First pitch will be ball 1.
Come on, Willie.
Ryan Willover, one of the vets of this team, looking to get something started with 2 outs.
Tobia, pitch 2, and that's going to go off the bat of Ryan Willover, and that's go over the gate. That's going to be strike 1, 1-1 count.
Looking like some cars might be in danger here early, Tom, as we've seen a lot of that recently, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out for those windshields.
Tobia, pitch 3 of this at-bat. Tobia, and that's going to be strike 2.
Yeah, it looked like Willover wanted to lay off of that, just couldn't check his swing, ended up wrapping around.
That's what I was thinking. Willover was definitely laying off for that one, but ump will call it 1-2. Tobia, that's going to go right over the catcher there. Kind of a wild pitch, as that's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, and the Lawrence Cardinals are turning some of the favor with the heckling the Bulldogs are doing to Robert Kelly, and they're now heckling Tobia after a quite atrocious pitch that was about 50 feet in the air, it seemed like there, Tom.
That was something. He was pitching for the fences there, quite literally.
See if Tobia can bounce back after that wild pitch.
Tobia, 2-2. Tobia, and that's going to be ball 3.
I like this at-bat by Willover here, making him work for this out, staying alive. This is what the Cardinals need with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Willover with Tobias right in his face here, not backing down. Tobia, 3-2 count, and that's going to be ball 4. Willover will go to first base.
Just an incredible at-bat by Ryan Willover. That's what you need. Sometimes you don't need to get the big hit. You just need to get on base. Great at-bat by Willover.
Up here now, 4th at-bat here for Cardinals is a designated hitter, number 11, Tyler Van Heist. 2 outs here for the Cardinals. Tobia, pitch 1 of this at-bat. That's going to go right off the bat of Van Heist, but it will be a foul ball.
I like the aggressiveness of the Cardinals this inning, you know. Not shying away from swinging at these first pitch strikes.
Yeah, after the first 2 at-batters, they've been, Willover and Van Heist have been already swinging for the fences here. Van Heist, pitch number 2, and that's going to be strike 2 there. Interesting call there by the ump.
Because now you got the Bulldogs heckling him after Van Heist kind of took a hack at a very outside pitch. A lot of energy between these 2 dugouts here. Expect that to increase throughout the game.
Bottom of the first, Tobia looking to get them out of this. Tobia, and that's going to be ball 1 as he's going to throw it to second base and get him out there.
Yeah, just a rough at bat there from Van Heist. Couldn't really do much. Tobia looking very good in that first inning.
Yeah, Tobia getting the runner out there on second base as we will go to the top of the second after this commercial break on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome back here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2. I'm Thomas Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito as we are now in the top of the second here. Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley up 2-0 versus the Lawrence Cardinals as they are back at bat. Starting at bat here for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs is number 11, Vecchio.
Yeah, just not the inning you wanted hitting from the Cardinals, you know. Although Willover was able to draw a 2-out walk, they really couldn't capitalize it after a strikeout from Van Heist.
Vecchio, the leadoff here in the top of the second for the Bulldogs. Pitch 1, and that's going to be strike 1. Nice pitch there by Kelly.
Yeah, we saw Vecchio was batting at the end of that first inning, but the runner got thrown on second from a great throw by Kellen Moore, so he'll bat again here in the second.
That was impressive by Moore, right behind the disc, as pitch 2 will be strike 2. Nice start here for Robert Kelly.
This is the type of aggressiveness we needed out of Kelly. Get ahead of these batters early and get out of these innings. Great start here for Kelly in the top of the second.
Vecchio, pitch 3 will be ball 1. 1-2 count here for Robert Kelly. Vecchio waiting. Kelly on the mound here in his motion. That doesn't go off the bat of Vecchio, but will be a foul.
Seen a lot of foul balls here early, Tom. Seems like batters can't really get great contact here. Bulldogs dugout up on their feet once again.
They have been the whole game, it seems like. Kelly back on the mound as that's going to be strike 3. Kelly throwing a heater there to get the first out of this top of the second.
Beautiful pitch by Kelly and just a great confidence booster with that first at-bat. That's what you need to start this top of the second.
Top of the second here, 1 out here for the Cardinals. Coming up for the Bulldogs is number 19, Jeffrey Blake. Blake here waiting Kelly now. Kelly, first pitch of this at-bat, strike 1. What a start here for Robert Kelly, top of the second.
Staying aggressive. Let's keep it going. Great stuff by Kelly. Looking really sharp here in the top of the second.
Kelly, 0-1 pitch. Kelly, a little low there. That's going to be ball 1.
Little low pitch, but I think that's a great pitch to follow up that first pitch strike he threw. Try to keep the batter's eye level a little thrown off.
1-1 count here for Kelly. Kelly, that's going to go off the bat. Nice hit there by Vecchio. That's going to go foul ball. Wow, that was a nice hit there.
I think that fence just saved another car, Tom.
Could have. It really could have. Nice hit off the iron by Vecchio, as is now 1-2 count. Kelly looking to get the second out of this top of the second. Vecchio. And that's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, Blake kind of ducking out of the way there. I think that pitch had him a little fooled, but just couldn't catch the strike zone. It was an inside pitch, just couldn't catch the zone. We'll go to 2-2 count.
Cardinals down 2-0. 1 out here. Kelly's going to get number 2. And that's strike 2. Kelly, impressive here to start this top of the second.
Caught him looking. Whatever pep talk Coach Scepter gave to Kelly between these innings was incredible. He's looking really sharp here.
Now coming up for the Bulldogs is number 24, Blake Eckernaught. Eckernaught, the best name on this Bulldogs team, will be the third at-batter for Hopewell Valley. Pitch 1 for Eckernaught is ball 1.
Slightly inside, it's okay. First batter, he's kind of falling a little bit behind. Hoping to bounce back with this next 1-0 pitch.
Kelly, second pitch of the at-bat. Nice hit there by Eckernaught, but that'll go over the fence and will hit another car.
Yeah, the cars are really in danger here. Hope everyone has insurance.
It's hunting season for these cars out here. 1-1 count. Kelly letting get out of this top of the first. Kelly, third pitch, and now it's going to hit the ground before it gets to Kelly, or excuse me, before it gets to Eckernaught. 2-1 count.
Yeah, 2-1 count. I think it's really key here to get something in the zone. Don't fall behind 3-1.
Kelly, 2-1. Robert Kelly. That's going to go off the bat of Eckernaught again, and that's going to lay foul as he's going to try to go for it, but he can't.
That was
the outfielder tried to go for that diving catch as he hit the fence on that foul ball, and he looks to be not okay.
That was a great effort by Jonathan Gordon. Really hoping he's all right. He's down on the ground right now.
Yeah, Gordon looking to get the great play there on that foul ball off the hit on Eckernaught as Gordon just hitting the fence, and this is not a pretty scene here. So Gordon on the field here, and will return shortly here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Jared Rito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley currently up 2-0 to the Lawrence Cardinals. 2 outs here in the top of the first, 2-2 count as Gordon is still in outfield, not looking the best right now. They're attending to him right now.
Yeah, just unfortunately the worst part of sports are injuries, and he really made a valiant effort laying it all out there for his team, and unfortunately got just made a little collision there with the fence. Really hoping he's all right. Really hoping to see him get up here soon.
Yeah, you have to give it to Gordon. Gordon tried to get the Valorant play there to try to end this inning, but hit the fence in the meantime there. So Gordon, they're attending to him. They're trying to get him up right now, but besides that, but what a start it's been for Robert Kelly in this top of the second. He's just been throwing absolute heaters to start this top of the second.
Yeah, Robert Kelly really looking sharp here. I think if he can continue that, we'll definitely see him for a couple more innings here. Really looking sharp. A great bounce back inning after that rough top of the first.
Yeah, the way Robert Kelly playing right now, he's going to play 5 innings. I know we saw Kellen Moore last week. Not kind of a rough start there. Only ended up pitching a couple innings there, 2 or 3. But Robert Kelly on pace right now to try to throw almost more than half this game right now and try to get Lawrence back in this game. Yeah,
these are the type of innings that Coach Scepter was telling me about. Just, get the quick out, make the routine play. Don't worry about extending these innings, just trying to put these guys away and get up with the bats again.
From what I've seen so far from Hopewell Valley, you need to look out for guys like Blake Eckernaught and Jaden Shin. Jaden Shin had a pretty impressive at-bat when he was at bat in that first inning. Got that run to score in with Dylan Eng, and Vecchio was just hitting just absolute bombs off that iron there, even though he ended up getting out. The couple foul balls that Vecchio had that were just absolute heaters.
As Jonathan Gordon does stand up.
Gordon is on his feet now.
Along the right field line, both teams clapping.
Looks to be okay, but he will walk off the field.
Yeah, right now, the only thing that matters is Jonathan Gordon okay? You know, the game is secondary. The player's health is first. Really glad to see him walking up.
Yeah, Gordon on his own power with a coach right next to him. As Coach Schefter talking about what to do next. So Gordon, Jonathan Gordon, the junior here, the outfielder, will walk off on his own power. As we will look to resume play very shortly here. Like I said, Bulldogs up 2-0, 2-2 count, 2 outs here for Robert Kelly. As Kelly looking to get the Cardinals out of this inning and look to get them back at bat.
As Gordon looking all right, having a little chat with his Lawrence teammates. Love to see him walking on his own will. A great effort by him. Really happy he's all right. That's the thing that matters the most. It
was a very good effort by Gordon. Like I said before, trying to make the great play there, trying to get out of the inning, but a little too close to the fence there.
Be interesting to see how Robert Kelly will be after a little bit of a hiatus between the game. You know, he was looking sharp, but now he took a little bit of a break. Sometimes that can mess with the pitcher's motion a little bit. So be interesting to see if he could punch out this batter in a 2-2 count.
The Cardinals back in the outfield here now, as Robert Kelly will look to take the mound again. This was Blake Eckernaught that was at bat last time. So Eckernaught will come back here on a 2-2 pitch. 2 outs here, up 2-0.
Yeah, I think Kelly would really like to get out of this inning right now and not have to face that top of the Bulldogs lineup again. He really struggled against them in the first inning. Seems like that top of the Bulldogs lineup was really patient, not letting Kelly get ahead in counts. I think it's really key that Kelly gets out of this inning right now against Blake Eckernaught.
Kelly warming up real quick before Eckernaught takes base. Eckernaught, the freshman here, starting for the Bulldogs. So Kelly will take the mound. Eckernaught will now take the base. 2-2 count here. Kelly, 2 outs, looking to get the Cardinals out of this inning. Robert Kelly in his motion, and that's going to be ball 3.
Full count, really important pitch here, Tom. Looking to give him something in the zone.
Full count here for Robert Kelly. Kelly, and that's going to be strike 3. Kelly getting the Cardinals out of this inning. Very impressive top of the second here for Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
As we'll go to the middle of the second here.
Kelly striking out the side. Love to see it.
We'll go to the middle of the second here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence High School baseball is a hit on WRRC2. Tune in to hear me, third baseman Ryan Willover, and all of the rest of the Cardinals exclusively on 107.7 The Bronx Retro. Listen to our online at 1077thebronx.com on app and on Alexa.
Retro, WRC2. I'm Thomas Shamarko, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game as the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley currently up 2-0 on the Cardinals, but Lawrence will get back at bat here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, just a great confidence booster there for Robert Kelly. Now we see Danny Drizga taking the batter's box.
Danny Drizga, first at bat here in this bottom of the second, and that will be ball 1 to start. Joseph Tobia still pitching.
I see a lot of the guys for the Lawrence Cardinals here outside of the dugout, rooting on Danny Drizga.
Danny Drizga, pitch 2 for Tobia, and that is ball 2, 2-0 count. Tobia back on the mound here. Drizga looking to get them back in this game after being down 2-0. Tobia. And that's going to be strike 1 here for Tobia.
I like that take from Drizga. You know, it's definitely a hittable pitch, but looking to get Tobia's pitch count a little up after he got a quick inning last inning.
Danny Drizga facing a 2-1 count here. Tobia. And that's going to be ball 3 here, 3-1 count.
That was a little inside. I think that Danny Drizga's having a great leadoff at-bat in this bottom of the second inning.
3-1 count here for Tobia. 0 outs here in the bottom of the second. Tobia. That's be strike 2.
Great take by Drizga. Call could have gone anyway. Calls it a strike. We'll do it again, full count.
3-2 count here for Tobia, full count. Drizga looking to get on base here. Tobia. And that's going to be that's going to be strike 3.
Yeah, Tobia really worked back into that count. I think that's pretty impressive. You know, he really struggled early in that count, but worked his way back and got the punch out. That's good stuff from Tobia.
So that's first out for the Cardinals here. Coming up on base here is number 21 for the Cardinals. That's Kellen Moore. Moore, his first at bat of this game. One out here for Moore. Moore, nice hit there. Right to the third baseman or the outfielder, and that's going to be out too.
Yeah, that was a solid piece of hitting right at the warning track to that left fielder, but he just makes the play. Great play by the left fielder for the Bulldogs.
I thought that was going to get by the outfielder there, Jared.
Yeah, that was just absolutely crushed by Kellen Moore. You know, first pitch swinging, just rocketed it, but left fielder was there to make the play, unfortunately.
So 2 outs right off the bat here for the Cardinals. Coming up is number 4 for Lawrence, Zach Berardi. Berardi, first pitch is a ball here for Tobia.
Yeah, we're getting some heckling out of the Lawrence Cardinals for that low pitch.
Berardi facing a 1-0 count here from Tobia. 2 outs. Tobia. And that's going to be ball 2.
I think the Cardinals are doing a good job of staying patient with 2 outs. You know, could get desperate sometimes to go swinging away, but I think it's a good idea to stay patient like Berardi is.
Berardi facing 2-0. Nice hit there by Berardi. Going past the second base, right to the outfielder, and that's going to get him on first base.
Great piece of hitting by Zach Berardi. You know, staying patient with those first 2 pitches and just rocketing one up, right back up to the pitcher, getting through that gap between the shortstop and second baseman.
Berardi getting on first base now. So Tobia facing a man on first. Coming up for the Cardinals is number 23, Dane Bates. Bates here.
Come on, Dane.
The man on first.
Stay back, let him get there.
Tobia. First pitch of this at-bat. And that's going to be ball 1. 1-0 count here for Joseph Tobia. 2 outs. Bates awaiting once again. Tobia, second pitch of this at-bat. Tobia looking to get Berardi looking, and Berardi's gonna get right back on base there. Nice play by Berardi.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are respecting Berardi's speed out there.
1-0 count here for Tobia. Tobia still looking at first base. Tobia second pitch. And let's go off the bat there of Dane Bates. Go right behind him. That'll be 1-1 count.
Hey, you have to wonder how much of this little change in weather, you know, sudden gusts of wind getting a little chilly out here will affect this pitcher.
That is something we failed to mention. It is getting a little windy out here, Jared.
Yeah, as we both have to put some outerwear on as Tobia is about to pitch.
Tobia is trying to get Berardi looking again on first base, but won't do that again. 1-1 count, it'll stay. 2 outs.
Yeah, wind really picking up right here, Tom. I think that could definitely have some effect on both pitchers here. We'll see how that plays out as the night progresses.
Tobia looking to get out of this bottom of the second. 1-1 count for Bates. Tobia. And that's going to be ball 3 there. Ball 2, excuse me, 2-1.
Dane Bates staying alive, making Tobia really work in this count.
2-1 count here for Dane Bates. Like you said, Bates is really making him work for this one. Tobia looking to get Berardi looking again. That's going to fail on try number 3.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really desperate to get Berardi out on that base path. I know they want to get out of this inning, but wow, they're really threatened by his speed on this base path right now.
I was about to say that. They definitely fear his running abilities from Berardi. Tobia. Let's go off the bat there of Bates. Berardi going to third. Bates going to first. Looking to get him out, and that's going to be a slide from Berardi, and he's safe. Nice play there from Berardi.
Just an incredible slide by Berardi to advance from first to third. You know, we saw him running it before the pitch was even thrown. He was ready to get to third base from first.
Berardi, like we were talking about it before, they fear his running, and we saw it there. Berardi on third, Bates on first now.
Yeah, now we see why they wanted to get him on that base path, Tom.
Coming up for Lawrence now is number 15.
Hey, a lot of confidence in 1-5.
Currently not on our roster here, number 15. So Tobia, 0-0 count.
This is number 15, Teak Toto.
So Tobia, pitch 1, and that's going to be ball 1.
Looking like Teak Toto is taking the spot of Jonathan Gordon, who unfortunately got injured early in this game. Was able to walk off on his own power, great, but will not be playing in this game, it seems like.
Come on, Teague.
So 1-0 here. Toto. Waiting Tobia. Tobia, gonna be a strike one for Tobia. 1-1 here from Tobia. 2 outs still. Man on third, man on first. Berardi on first, Bates on first. Excuse me, Berardi on third, Bates on first. Tobia 1-1 here still. Tobia, that's gonna be ball 2.
Yeah, Teak Toto's a freshman here in Lawrence, and we saw some impressive stuff out of him despite a large deficit that he was facing on Wednesday. He came in relief and pitched a couple of good innings, getting him out of a slump.
We've also seen Toto as a designated runner last week. So 2-1 here for Tobia. Tobia, nice hit there by Toto, going right to the second baseman, and Berardi will score. Berardi will score, but that will end the inning there as they're going to get Bates there out on second.
Yeah, I think they got that out right before you get the run.
Yes, they did. I was about to say that, Jared.
It is still 2-0.
Still 2-0. Berardi cannot get there in time. 2-0. We will go to the top of the third here after this commercial break on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Hi, this is Ryan Faubert.
The bumper is playing. I forgot to tell y'all.
Family to tune in to 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2 to listen to me play.
Welcome back to baseball here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2. I'm Tom Shamarko back here with Jared Brito as now we are in the top of the third. Lawrence going back on the mound. Robert Kelly will return after that impressive top of the second here as number 8 for Hopewell Valley will come to hit here. That's Jake Lengel, and we'll just get a foul ball on the first pitch.
Yeah, a bit of a check swing foul off there. It looked like he was going to full swing and then kind of pulled it back, but just chipped the ball and fouled it right past the first baseman.
So Lengel facing 0-1 here. Robert Kelly still on the mound, top of the third. Cardinals still down 2-0 to the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Kelly, second pitch. That's going to hit the ground before it hits Kellen Moore, the catcher. That's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, a little low there, trying to get some pitches in the zone here.
Be in the zone a little bit.
As coaches have to realize that same information to Robert Kelly.
Read your mind there, Jared. 1-1 count. Kelly, that's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, just high there. Lingo grounded out his last at bat, trying to get something going.
2-1. And that's going to be strike 2 there by Kelly. Nice throw. 2-2 for Robert Kelly. Let him get the first out of this top of the third. Kelly, 2-2 count. Kelly, that's a nice hit there by number 8 of Hopewell Valley, Jack Lengel. Let's go to the outfield. Lengel going to second now. Going right to pitch, right to second, and he will get there in time. Lengel, impressive base running there as well.
Yeah, Kelly hung that pitch in the zone a little bit there, and Lengel made him pay for it. Crushes it between the left and center fielder. Gets an extra base hit.
So Lengel going to second base. No outs here still for the Cardinals.
Base runner there.
Coming up for Hopewell Valley is number 4, Dylan Eng. Once again, his second at-bat of this game.
Yeah, Eng walked and scored in the first inning, so we'll see if he has that same success here in the top of the third.
Kelly, first pitch of this at-bat. Tried to bunt there, Eng, but it'll be strike 1.
Yeah, interesting call there. I like the call with the bunt attempt, trying to advance that runner to third. Let's see if he will show bunt again or swing away.
And, yeah, like you said, interesting from Eng, the first pitch of this at-bat, trying to bunt it. We didn't see that first time at-bat for Dylan Eng. So Kelly now 0-1 count here on Dylan Eng. Kelly trying to get him out at second, but a wild throw there. Going to go to the outfield, but Lang will stay there.
Yeah, poor execution.
Yeah, I think the Lawrence Cardinals were very fortunate that the runner slid back into second a little awkwardly, so it was on the ground, because if he was not, he's definitely advancing to third there.
Kelly back on the mound, 0-1. Kelly.
Let's go, Bob.
Dylan Eng awaiting. Kelly taking his time right now. Kelly. That's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, a little high there. I think Kelly's a little worried about that runner on second. I think rightfully so.
He was hearing him right behind him. That's why he was taking his time there, Jared.
Yeah, that bunt attempt, will have you thinking that runner's trying to advance, which it really seems so. So watch out for that steal attempt.
He's hearing footsteps right behind him, Kelly, at second base. Kelly Third pitch, and that's going to be ball 2.
I like it.
That's a tough call there. I don't know. I think that was good execution, as Coach Schefter just said, by Robert Kelly. Get that pitch in the zone, but it doesn't get the favorable call from the ump, unfortunately.
Could have went either way there, but I think ball was pretty much the safe call on that pitch. Kelly now 2-1 count. Kelly, and that's going to be ball 3.
Yeah, really followed him behind in this count to first baseman.
3 straight balls here for Robert Kelly. 3-1 count. Dylan Ang facing 3-1 on Robert Kelly. Kelly had to go off the bat of Ang, will go over the fence there for a foul ball. It's going to be strike 2, 3-2.
Yeah, the ball was fouled right behind us. Tom couldn't find it in the sky there, but like you said, full count now.
Full count for Kelly, 3-2. Looking at the first out of this inning. Kelly, 3-2 for Robert Kelly. To go off the bat of Ang again, it'll stay 3-2.
Yeah, almost an identical foul off to the last one. Ang staying alive here. Kelly trying to get that first out at this top of the 3rd inning with the runner on second.
Kelly will stay 3-2. Ang awaiting. Still a man on second. That's Langle. Langle's been wanting to steal third this whole time, as that's going to be ball 4, and Ang will go to first base.
Yeah, not a great start here for Robert Kelly. Putting the first 2 runners on base, one with a double, now with a walk.
Very impressive top of the second for Robert Kelly, but the top of the third's been kind of the opposite here.
I think we should keep an eye on what happens with Jaden Shin. Number 22 currently up at bat.
Number 22 for Hopewell Valley at bat, Jaden Shin once again. His second at bat. Kelly, first pitch. And that's going to be ball 1.
Something the Cardinals have had trouble with in the past is the double steal, so I think that it's key that they keep an eye on that. Usually they get a little miscommunicated when a double steal happens, so I think it's really key that they keep an eye on that and make sure that if that does happen, which is unlikely, that they're ready for it.
1-0 pitch from Robert Kelly. Jaden Shin awaiting. Kelly, that's going to be strike 1.
Yeah, I think that one might have caused a little bit of a breeze there, that swing and a miss.
1-1 count here for Kelly. Man on second and a man on first. Ang and Langle, the ones for Hopewell Valley on base. 1-1 count for Kelly. Shin awaiting. Kelly taking his time here to try to get the second baseman looking, runner on second I should say, and will not get there in time.
Yeah, I think that was almost just to make the runner respect it a little bit, because it looked like that play was not even close on second. Runner was back way in time.
Kelly didn't want to do that for a long time. You can see him taking his time there with the runner on second. Kelly now, that's going to be off the bat there of Jaden Shin, and we feared for our lives there for a second, as we thought that ball was coming for us there for a second.
Yeah, everyone was screaming heads up, and thankfully it landed a little bit past the fans here, but we are in a little bit of a danger zone here, so got to keep an eye out, keep our heads up, keep on watching this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game.
1-2 for Shin now. Kelly trying to get Shin out of here for the first out of this top of the 3rd. Kelly, a little low there, ball 2.
Yeah, can't follow behind the 3rd batter in the row here. It's kind of the same start. He's looking more like his first inning self as opposed to his second inning, which he wanted to pull off again with 3 strikeouts in a row. Really struggling here in the top of the 3rd.
Kelly, 2-2 count. Kelly, nice strike there. Strike 3, and they can get Shin out there for the first out of this top of the 3rd.
That is such a big confidence booster there for Robert Kelly, striking out that batter with 2 runners on base, getting that first out. Let's see if he can build upon it now.
And Shin had an impressive first at bat there in the first inning, so Kelly getting Shin out there the second time around. Coming out for Hopewell Valley is number 3, the designating hitter, Cole Beck.
Good.
1 out for Robert Kelly. Beck on home plate. Kelly, first pitch, and that's strike 1. Nice start.
Just catching that inside corner there, Tom. Great pitch by Robert Kelly.
0-1 count for Kelly. Beck awaiting the second pitch from Robert Kelly. Kelly eyeing down second base right now. A little low pitch there, and that's 1-1 count.
A great block by Kellen Moore there. You know, we saw the Cardinals struggling with that last game, but I think that's an incredible block right there to keep the runners in place.
1-1 Kelly. Kelly looking to get strike 2 here. Robert Kelly. That's going to be off the bat there. That's going to go right behind them. That'll be strike 2. Colbeck facing a 1-2 count now from Robert Kelly.
Double play is in effect right here, Tom. So if he could get something on the ground, maybe keep the pitch a little low. Try to get this double play and get out of this inning scot-free.
Kelly 1-2. Back awaiting. Robert Kelly, as we have a runner going to second and third, and they'll get the man out at third. Nice play there.
An incredible throw by Kellen Moore to get that runner out. I talked about the double steal earlier, and they were ready for it. An incredible fire throw by Kellen Moore, the catcher for the Lawrence Cardinals.
Nice double play. Got the man out at base, and then got the man out at third. Getting out of this inning, the Cardinals going to the middle of the third on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Baseball
Ask him, no.
77 The Bronx Retro. To hear me, John Gordon, outfield of the Lawrence Cardinals. Play all of our home games on WRRC2. Listen all spring long, exclusively online at 1077thebronx.com.
Retro, WRC2. I'm Thomas Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. Cardinals getting out of the top of the third. We'll now go to the bottom of the third with the leadoff for the Cardinals being number 7, Giovanni Brogel. Toby is still out there as Brogel will get ball 1 on the first pitch.
Brogel showing bunt there. Interesting. But he pulls it back and gets the ball.
Brogel pitch 2 from Toby now. Still down 2-0 the Cardinals are. Brogel. That's going to be ball 2.
Cardinals dugout getting a little fired up here in this bottom of the third.
Tobia already facing 2-0. Joseph Tobia. That's good take. And that's going to be ball 3. 3 straight balls here to Toby to start this bottom of the third.
Giovanni Brogel having a great eye in this leadoff at bat here in the bottom of the third.
Brogel staying smart at bat. Tobia. And that's going to be ball 4. 4 straight balls for Joseph Tobia as Brogel will go to first base. Interesting first at-bat there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's kind of the first time we've seen Tobia really struggle with that leadoff batter, falling behind. Great eye by Brogel. He'll at the first base with no outs.
So now coming up for the Cardinals is number 6, Robert Kelly, the starting pitcher today, getting his second at-bat. Tobia. First pitch of this at-bat. Nice hit there by Robert Kelly, but it'll go to a foul.
Once again, extremely close to hitting a moving car.
We're almost in car territory, Kelly was. But will hit the fence and go off. But 0-1 count here for Kelly.
Tobia looking over to Brogel.
Trying to get the first runner looking and will not get there in time. Nice play there by Brogel, getting back on base.
Yeah, Brogel's just a monster on the base path. Don't really blame the Bulldogs from trying to get him off.
Toby yet to throw a strike in this bottom of the third. As Brogel's going to go to second, try to steal second, and he's out. No, they're going to get him the safe.
That was a great slide by Brogel. Really got under that tag, got ahead of that throw. That's why they wanted him off that base path, Tom.
I thought Hopewell Valley got him in time, but Brogel, impressive base running there, getting on second base.
Yeah, maybe he didn't get the best jump ever, but made up for it with that incredible slide.
That's Kelly facing an 0-2 count now from Tobia. Tobia looking right at Brogel at second base now. Tobia, nice hit there. Going to go right to the second baseman, and Brogel trying to go back on base, and he's safe again. Wow.
Yeah, he got caught in a rundown and made the great decision of getting back to second, and both runners are safe. Just an incredible baseball play from Giovanni Brogel.
Kelly hit the ball right to second baseman, but got on first as they were trying to track down Brogel. But Brogel, impressive base running yet again. A man on first and second now for the Cardinals. 0 outs.
Yeah, I'm sure the shortstop for the Bulldogs will get a talking to from the coach when he heads back to the dugout because he hesitated a little bit there. Could have definitely got the out at first once Brogel started heading back to second base, but he tried to get that out at second and couldn't get it. Once again, incredible play and awareness by Giovanni Brogel.
So now Ryan Willover will come at bat for the Cardinals, Al. Coach for Hopewell Valley talking to his catcher real quick will now back off. So now Tobia back on the mound. Tobia, Willover, waiting the first pitch of this at-bat. Man on first, man on second. Brogel on first, Kelly on second. Willover, waiting the first pitch from Tobia. Tobia, nice first hit from Willover there, but it'll go right into the hand of the pitcher, but Brogel trying to get to first, or third there, I should say, and will get out.
Yeah, the pitcher showed a little bit of hesitation on that comeback, and I mean, I can't blame him. No pitcher's expecting that, but he kind of fielded the ball and threw it to third after a little bit of hesitation. So he did get the lead runner out, but it kind of killed any chance of a double play. Good play by the pitcher, but could have had that double play opportunity.
Willover will go to first now, and Kelly will go to second. First out for the Cardinals. Coming up for the Cardinals is number 11, Tyler Van Ice.
Let me see a little hit right here.
Van Ice first at-bat, the second at-bat of this game. That's going to be ball one, the lead off.
He is not swinging at that.
Tobia. Second pitch here of this at-bat for Van Ice.
He does not want
Van Ice, the senior on this team. Tobia facing a man on second and first. Van Ice right on base. Van Ice. That's ball two.
Van Ice looking to help the Cardinals get something going here with 2 runners on. Down 2-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Tobia 2-0 here versus Van Ice.
Come on, T. Let's see if he gives you one here.
Tobia. Third pitch, trying to go back to second base, trying to get Kelly out, and he's safe.
Yeah, great awareness there to get back to the bag.
Let's see.
Tobia 2-0 versus Van Ice here. Van Ice, nice hit right into the middle of second and third base, and it goes past the second baseman. As Kelly will stay on third. Didn't want to risk going for home plate, but nice hit there from Van Ice.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there by Van Ice to get that ball between the shortstop and third baseman in no man's land. I think it's a great call by the third base coach of the Cardinals not to send Robert Kelly home from second base. You know, it was a very close call. It would have been a play at the plate, but I think right now where the Cardinals are, bases loaded is a good spot for number 5. Stepping up to the batter's box, Danny Drizga right now.
Kelly on third, Willover on second, Drizga awaiting Tobia now. 1 out still for the Cardinals. Drizga, and that's ball one.
Yeah, this is really the first time we've seen Tobia under a lot of pressure here in this game.
Cardinals bench really getting into it now as they can smell it, trying to tie this game up.
Cardinals have a real chance here to change the way this game has been going so far.
Drizga facing a 1-0 pitch. Drizga, nice hit there, going to the outfield. Looks like it'll just be a pop-up though, and they will back off as now Kelly going to home plate and will score, and now Willover going to third. Nice play there from Kelly.
Yeah, that's incredible base running by the Cardinals, you know. Sacrifice fly and all runners advance. You hardly ever see that. Runner advances from first to second, from second to third, and the runner scores from third. Just great base running by the Cardinals. Coach Scepter has to be really proud of that.
A pop-up for Van Ice, but Kelly will score and Willover will be on third. 2-1 now, Cardinals make it, still down 1. Coming up to at-bat is number 21, Kellen Moore. 2 outs for Tobia. Kellen Moore with a man on third for Willover. Moore, pitch 1, and that's ball 1.
We are not swinging at that.
Tobia, 1-0 count now, 2 outs in this bottom of the third.
Let's see if he gives you a pitch to hit here.
Cardinals dugout letting Tobia have it right now.
He won't.
Tobia pitch 2. Doesn't go off the bat of Moore. Moore will go right to the third baseman, and he's going to get Kellen Moore out. Willover will score, but it will not count, and we will end the bottom of the third there. Nice bottom of the third for the Cardinals, making this 2-1. But it'll be top of the fourth when we come back from commercial break on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Catch America's Pastime, high school style, 107.7 The Bronx Retro. I'm
So mad. Y'all are so mad.
for Lawrence High School. Catch our home games on your mobile device or smart speaker. Search and download WRRC2 in the Apple app, Google Play, and Alexa stores.
WRC2, I'm Thomas Marco, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. Cardinals made it a 1-point game there in the bottom of the third, 2-1. But we'll go to the top of the fourth now. Hopewell Valley will come out to hit. as now Robert Kelly will come to the mound. He'll stay in here for the top of the 4th.
It's actually a pitching change here, Tom. We got Danny Drizga on the mound, number 5.
It is Danny Drizga. I thought it was Robert Kelly coming to the mound, but Drizga will come to the mound here for the Cardinals. Hopewell Valley going back to bat now, top of the 4th. Drizga warming up here before Hopewell Valley comes back out. Drizga warmed up enough, and now Hopewell Valley will come out to bat. Coming up to lead off in the top of the 4th here is number 7 for Hopewell Valley, Lucas Henderson, his second at bat.
Let's see what Drizga's got for us in this 2-1 game here in the top of the 4th.
Drizga, number 5 for the Cardinals. I guess I thought Robert Kelly had enough there. That rough 3rd inning, so they'll put Drizga in.
Yeah, overall, pretty solid outing for Robert Kelly. Just had that rough inning, but looked pretty solid otherwise, only giving up 2 runs.
Drizga, first pitch of this game. Let's go off the bat of Henderson. Foul ball, strike 1. 0-1 count here for Drizga to start this game.
Drizga looking to be aggressive early, coming in for relief for Robert Kelly.
Yeah, Drizga pitch 2, and that's gonna be strike 2. Nice pitch there by Drizga on his second pitch of the game.
And he does just that, jumping ahead of the count, 0-2 now. Time to punch out this batter, Lucas Henderson. Let's see what Drizga's got for us on this 3rd pitch.
Henderson, his second at bat. Drizga pitch 3. That's gonna be ball 1.
I think that was kind of a throwaway pitch there from Drizga, Tom. Trying to keep the hitter's eye level a little off balance there, giving him a high pitch after 2 low ones.
1-2 count here for Drizga. Henderson waiting. Drizga. Henderson gonna hit the ball right to the 3rd baseman. That's gonna be an easy out for the 1st baseman Bates. That's 1 out here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ryan Willover's just a pro at that. Nothing's getting past him there at 3rd base.
Willover, an easy throw there right to Bates at 1st base. So first out of this top of the 4th, coming out for Hopewell Valley now is number 17, Colton Moyer, his first appearance of this game. Moyer, 1 out for the Bulldogs. Drizga, nice hit there from Moyer, going right to the outfield, trying to track it down the outfielder, and he's got it. Quick out there for the Cardinals.
A great play by Giovanni Brogo to track that down. We're just seeing Giovanni Brogo make great plays to change the outcome of this game all over the field for the Lawrence Cardinals.
Immediately in the top of the 4th, 2 outs here for the Cardinals. Coming up for the Bulldogs now, number 11, Chris Del Vecchio. Last time Chris Del Vecchio was at bat. Hit a couple nice pitches there, but could not get a man on base.
Yeah, Robert Kelly is one of the few hitters that Robert Kelly had the best of in one of his 4 strikeouts of the game. Punched out Del Vecchio in the top of the 2nd.
So that's first ball by Drizga, second pitch of this at-bat, and that's ball 2. Del Vecchio, no men on base, 2 outs, 2-0 pitch. Top of the 4th, Bulldogs up 2-1 over the Cardinals. Drizga, that's strike 1, excuse me.
Yeah, Drizga really had Del Vecchio fooled right there. Very awkward contact. Cardinals bench loving it. Let's see what he's got for us in this 2-1 count.
2-1 count for Drizga versus Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio, nice pitch, nice hit there, right to the 2nd baseman, but another easy out there. Toto throwing right to first base to get that out.
Look at Danny Drizga coming in and getting a 1-2-3 quick inning for the Cardinals. That's what they needed. Great job by Septa to go to Drizga out of the pen.
Bing, bang, boom. Just like that, Drizga sends us to the middle of the 4th on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence High School baseball is a hit on WRRC2. Tune in to hear me, outfielder Compact, and all the rest of the
Bumper's playing.
107.7 The Bronx Retro. Listen to our games online at 107.com
But y'all know that.
on app and on Alexa.
I'm Thomas Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. An impressive inning there by Danny Drizga to get 3 quick outs there for the Cardinals. Now we are in the bottom of the 4th. Joseph Toby is still out there for the Bulldogs. Coming out for the Cardinals is number 4, Zach Berardi, and that's going to be strike 1 immediately for Tobia.
Swings and a miss right there, but the Cardinals dugout is cheering him on. Here's some Zachy B chants in the Cardinals dugout. See what he does.
Berardi was impressive. Last time he was out there, he hit it right to second baseman. Berardi trying to get to first base in time. and he is out.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that call there, Tom. That was a really close play. I think he gave that to the runner. Zach Brody really ran that through.
It was kind of one of those bang plays there, but Berardi, I guess, could not get there in time. First out for the Cardinals.
Yeah, a little bit of a questionable call there by the first base ump, but we'll see if that continues throughout this game.
One out for the Cardinals. Coming up is number 23, Dane Bates. Bates, his second at-bat of this game. First pitch at this at-bat for Tobia is strike one.
Dane Bates looking to get something going for these Cardinals who are down 2-1 right here in the bottom of the fourth.
0-1 pitch. As Bates didn't hit that, I'm going to go right behind him. Foul ball, 0-2 count.
Could tell Bates really liked that pitch. Probably wants that one back. Looked like he was really jumping on top of it. Just ended up chipping it. But he wants that one back. Let's see what he does here.
0-2 count here for Tobia. Bottom of the fourth. Bates, that's going to be ball one there. A little behind him on that one.
Yeah, he kind of had to lean out of the way on that one right there.
1-2 count for Tobia, one out. Tobia. Bates hitting that right to the outfield there, right behind second base, but it will be popped up. Nice hit there by Bates, but regardless, it is an out.
Yeah, see, that's just unfortunate right there because that ball is crushed by Dane Bates. He's been making really good contact tonight, but just hasn't resulted in anything too crazy as the center fielder was right under that. But once again, great contact by Dane Bates.
Yeah, Bates was going for the trees on that one, but that is out too. Coming out now is T. Toto for the Cardinals. Toto. He's going to hit that immediately, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1-0 count for Tobia, bottom of the fourth, 2 outs for the Cardinals.
Really looking to see if Teak Toto shows that same fight that he had in his last at-bat.
I'll go get it. I really want to.
Tobia for Toto. Toto hit right to Tobia at the mound, and that will be out number 3, an easy out there. That's a nice play by Tobia going up and getting that one, but out 3, and we will go now to the top of the 5th after this commercial break on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Hi, this is Driven Delicato, pitcher for the Cardinals. Before first pitch, I tell my family to tune in 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRC2, to listen to me play.
WRC2. I'm Tom Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. We're at the top of the 5th after a pretty quick 4th inning. Danny Driska getting the Cardinals out at the top of the 4th, and now Cardinals couldn't do much in that bottom of the 4th. So now top of the 5th, as Danny Driska will come back out here, and coming out for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs is number 13, Toby Mitchell, not in the starting lineup, but will come out here for Hopewell Valley.
Yeah, just, frustrating because Driska gets a 1-2-3 against the Bulldogs.
Driska, first pitch of this top of the 5th, and that is strike one.
And like I said, Driska gets the 1-2-3. Lawrence Cardinals bats come up, and they get 1-2-3 by Tobia. Not what you want. Let's see what Driska does here.
Second pitch of this inning. That's going to hit the ground before it gets to Kellen Moore. That's ball 1. 1-1 count for Driska. Top of the 5th. 0 outs. Bulldogs up 2-1. Cardinals looking to rally back here. Driska. That's going to be ball 2.
Driska looking to have that same success he had last inning. Going 1-2-3. Getting out of the inning quick.
Driska, 4th pitch, and that's strike 2.
Fighting back ahead in the count. Love that fight from Driska. He's pumped up. The Cardinals dugout is pumped up. Let's see if he can punch him out.
2-2 for Driska here.
Come on, ring him up here, ring him up.
Trying to get Mitchell out here. Mitchell, his first at-bat of the game. Driska, that's going to be strike 3.
What a fight by Danny Driska, fighting back in that count, and a beautiful breaking ball that absolutely froze number 13 from the Hopewell Valley Central Bulldogs.
You said it, Jared. It was 2-0 immediately, and Driska just fought back in that count to get the first out of this inning.
Just completely froze him in that batter's box, Tom.
1 out for the Cardinals. And immediately, that's Hopewell Valley coming out here and hitting the ball. That's number 24 here for the Bulldogs, Blake Eckernaught, getting to first base immediately.
Yeah, it's a great effort there by the second baseman for the Lawrence Cardinals, trying to get to that, but unfortunately gets right past him.
So now Eckernaught on first base.
Hey, last time to you, Jack.
Number 8 for Hopewell Valley will come out now.
Last time to you and Gio.
That is Jake Lengel. Langle coming out for the Bulldogs. 1 out for the Cardinals. Drizka made on first. Top of the 5th. Drizka trying to get him looking. The runner at first, but he is safe.
Yeah, that was about a millisecond away from being out there on that pickoff play by Danny Drizka.
That was impressive reaction time by Drizka, but couldn't get there in time. Drizka, 1 out here for the Cardinals. Looking back at the first baseman. Eckernaught will try to throw it for Eckernaught again, and he's safe again.
Jake Lingle looking to build off of that double he had in the 3rd inning.
Lingle, impressive in his first at-bat. Drizka, first pitch, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, that ball was just flame-thrown right past Jake Lingle. Had no chance of hitting that one. Great pitch by Danny Drizka.
0-1 for Drizka, top of the 5th. Drizka, second pitch, and that's strike 2. Nice start here at this at-bat for Drizka.
Danny Drizka's going to earn him a spot as a regular reliever here, maybe even a starter with the way he's pitching right now. He is looking incredible here.
Drizka, good effort here, trying to get the Cardinals back in this game. 2-1, Bulldogs lead it. Drizka 0-2. He's going to go to second base, but he's going to be safe. Eckernaught seals second base.
Let's go.
As that was ball 1 there.
Yeah, throw was a little off target there. I think that was the fault of a little bit of a lack of miscommunication between the infielders and who's going to cover second. It's also a good jump by the base runner, but nevertheless, the runner will still second.
Yeah, good steal there by Eckernaught. Moore immediately threw it to second base, but couldn't get there in time. 1-2 count here for Drizka. 1 out. Drizka go right behind the batter, and that's ball 2.
Yeah, great play by Kellen Moore to get in front of that ball and not let it get past him. We saw a lot of that in Lawrence's last game against Steiner, but Kellen Moore doing a really good job of keeping everything in front of him.
Drizka, 2-2 count versus Langle here. Drizka 1 out, 2-2 count. Looking back at second. Looking right at Eckernaught here. Drizka, that's going to hit the ground first. That's ball 3.
Once again, nothing, and I mean nothing, is getting past Kellen Moore at catcher. He's eating up everything back there and making sure that runner stays put.
Moore has been very impressive in this game. Might have to put him at catcher full time after this game. Drizka, 3-2 count, full count here for the Cardinals. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Drizka, 3-2. Let's go off the bat of Langle. Langle will get this to second base. Eckernaught will go to third, and they're going to get him out at first. Nice play there by the Cardinals.
Great play. Just making the Cardinals really look impressive in the field today, making all the right plays, and you really hope that they can get the bats going in this low-scoring game.
So now 2 outs. Eckernaught at third here. Drizka's going to have to really fight for this 3rd out here.
Seems like Andrew Septer's.
Drizka for ball 1.
Yeah, Coach Andrew Septer putting on a little bit of a shift right here. Gets a left-handed bat, shifting his right fielder a little more towards that right field line.
Drizka, 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. Drizka, and that's ball 2. Eckernaught wants to steal home base. He's been itching to do it. You see him every time Drizka throw it. He's running there, but he backs off every time.
Yeah, he's taking a pretty sizable lead there at third. I think something to keep an eye on for Drizka for sure.
Drizka, low pitch. That's going to be ball 3 here, so 3-0 count. Not the way you want to start this for Drizka.
Yeah, falling behind early against Dylan Eng here, but hoping to jump back.
Dylan Eng, 3-0 versus Drizka. Drizka, and that's going to be ball 4. So 4-0 immediately. Eng will go to first. Eckernaught will stay at third. Coming up now is Jaden Shin for Hopewell Valley.
I think in that situation, that's a good decision by Drizka not to give him anything too in there in the zone. You know, anything past the infield is scoring that run immediately. So with a base open, I think it makes sense to walk the bat right there.
Eng at first, 2 outs here for Drizka. Shin now at bat. Drizka will throw to first, try to get Ang out, but won't get there in time.
Driscoll's having great reaction time on these pickoff plays, just really close to getting these runners out. Unfortunately hasn't yet, but maybe we'll see one here in the future.
Driscoll, 2 outs here in this top of the 5th. Cardinals down 1-2-1. Driscoll, first pitch. That's ball 1. 5 straight balls here for Driscoll.
Yeah, struggling right here to find the zone. Looking like someone from the Lawrence Cardinals dugout's going to have a little chat with Driscoll as the infield will come in as well.
Yeah, the whole infield will talk to coach here. Going over with Driscoll.
I think that's a great opportunity to have a mound visit right there. You know, pitcher struggling to find the zone. Let's have a little chat with him. You know, he's got that confidence in him to punch out these batters. Just got to get back in him a little bit.
Yeah, like I said before, 5 straight balls here for Driscoll. Cardinals need to get out of this inning with no runs scored, and that's an absolute must with Eckernaught at third.
Yeah, I think that runner on third, like you said, Tom, is kind of getting in the head of Driscoll a little bit there. He's got to, you know, just while keeping an eye on that runner and being conservative, still be a little bit aggressive and try to punch out these batters.
The team will go back in their positions. Eckernaught still looming at third, Ang at first. Driscoll 1-0 count here versus Shin. Driscoll 1-0 count, trying to get a man stealing at second, but he'll back off.
That's a great pump fake by Kellen Moore. The pump fake to second gets the runner to go back to first, and he stares down the runner at third to keep him there. Kellen Moore just having an outstanding day at catcher today for the Lawrence Cardinals.
1-1 count after that strike there by Driscoll. Driscoll 1-1. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Driscoll trying to get Ang stealing second again as Moore's on pump fake again, but Ang will go to second. He'll steal second.
Yeah, I think the threat of the third base runner who had a pretty sizable lead right there. If Kellen Moore throws that to second, it's likely that runner's coming home and there's going to be a play at the plate.
Yeah, at the end of the day, good choice there by Kellen Moore. 2-1 count after that ball by Driscoll. 2 outs.
Driscoll really got to get something in the zone.
Driscoll, and that's strike 2. Driscoll looking to get the Cardinals out of this inning with Eckernaught at third.
This is such an important pitch right here as both dugouts are completely fired up, Tom. This might be the most important pitch of the game right here in the top of the 5th inning from Danny Driscoll.
2-2 count for Driscoll. 2 outs. Eckernaught at third, Ang at second. Shin awaiting. Driscoll, and that's a strike and a miss. And that's a go to third base, and that's out.
What a pitch by Danny Driscoll, having the batter absolutely full. Driscoll's fired up. The Lawrence Cardinals are fired up. What an amazing inning by Danny Driscoll, having the batter look foolish out there, swinging at a pitch in the dirt.
I thought that was originally a strike there, Jared, but I guess I went off the mitt of Kellen Moore. Shin tried to go to first, and he was out immediately. Nice job getting out of that inning by the Cardinals. And we will go to the middle of the 1st here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Baseball here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2. I'm Thomas Tramarco, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. And an impressive job getting out of that top of the 5th by the Cardinals. And now the Cardinals are at bat. Number 7, Giovanni Brogel at bat here versus Tobia.
Yeah, top of the lineup here. Really got to get something going. The pitching has been stellar right now from Danny Driscoll. Just got to get these bats going and give him some support.
Cardinals looking to tie this game up 0-1 here after that strike by Tobia. Off the bat of Brogel there, and that's going to be 0-2 count.
Just got to straighten that out a little bit. Foul ball. Good job by Brogel to make contact. Let's see if he can get it in bounds this time.
Bottom of the 5th here for the Cardinals. Tobia, a little low there for Brogel. That's 1-2 count.
Yeah, you're not going to get Brogel swinging at something like that. He's got a great eye here at the plate. You're going to have to give him something better at that if you want him to move that bat from his shoulder.
1-2 count from Brogel. Tobia. Brogel trying to swing for the fences there. That's strike 3. First out here for the Cardinals.
Just a tough at-bat from Brogel. He fought, but unfortunately he strikes out.
First out for the Cardinals here. Coming up here for Lawrence is number 6, Robert Kelly, his third at-bat. Robert Kelly, 1 out here for the Cardinals. Kelly, stay there. Nice hit there, but it's going to go foul ball right over the gates near a car. First strike, first 1-0 count.
Thankfully, a car wasn't passing by there, Tom.
0-1 count here for Kelly. Tovia, nice hit there by Kelly, going right to the second baseman, trying to go to first, and won't get there in time. Out 2 for the Cardinals. Not a great start.
Yeah, that's not an easy play by the shortstop right there. And Blake Eckernaught just made an incredible play to field that perfectly and absolutely fired over to the first base to get Robert Kelly out at first.
2 outs immediately for the Cardinals. Coming up for Lawrence now is number 10, Ryan Willover. Willover, the star-studded third baseman, now at bat. Gonna hit it right near second base as Willover trying to go to first, and he's out on the first pitch. Cardinals quick bottom of the 5th there. Not how you want to try to get back in this game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings here for the Lawrence Cardinals. Not what you want when you're down 2-1, Tom.
Danny Trisco is going to have to get the Cardinals out of another one in the top of the 6th here after this commercial break on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
As we'll stay here in the Lawrence Cardinals game. We apologize for that, as Danny Driska will come to the mound. Driska warming up here.
Danny Driska looking really impressive. Look like he'll be facing off against Cole Beck here at the top of the 6th inning. Got a very close game here, Tom. 2-1, low-scoring affair.
Yeah, Cole Beck, the designated hitter for Hopewell Valley. Just not how you want to try to get back in this game. Like I said before, Cardinals had a great opportunity there to try to tie this game, maybe take the lead in that bottom of the 5th, but 3 quick outs there for the Cardinals. Gonna have to fight back here next at bat.
Yeah, you got to give Danny Driska some run support here. He's just looking incredible these past 2 innings, coming in for relief for Robert Kelly. Got to get him some run support.
Yeah, Driska and Moore, just the defense of this team has been looking very impressive the past couple innings, but Cardinals cannot do much hitting the ball right now as Cole Beck will try to come to base now in this first at-bat.
Well, the good news is there's still time to play. I'm sure Coach Scepter's trying to rally up those guys, get them bats going, and possibly get out another 1, 2, 3 inning out of Danny Driska here in the top of the 6th.
Cole Beck coming to base now. Top of the 6th. Bulldogs still up 2-1 versus the Cardinals. Danny Driska will come back to the mound. Beck waiting the pitch. Driska, his first pitch of this top of the 6th. Right near Beck, almost hit him, but that will be ball 1.
Yeah, keeping Beck a little honest there. That ball was really close to hitting him.
Driska, 1-0 pitch versus Cole Beck. Driska, and that's strike 1. Heater there by Danny Driska.
Yeah, seems like the Bulldogs are even struggling to make contact early in these counts against Danny Driska.
Driska, 1-1 count here for the Cardinals. A little low there, ball 2.
2-1 count. I think Driska tries to get something in the strike zone here to even up this count.
2-1 count for Driska. And swing and a miss again by Beck. Strike 2.
Yeah, Beck can't touch Driska right now. He's got to readjust his approach at the plate. All tied up 2-2. 2-2 count, 2-1 game. Let's see what Cole Beck does.
Let's see if Danny Driska can get a quick out here for the Cardinals to start this top of the 6th. Driska, a little low there. Go behind Moore. That's ball 3.
Yeah, ball gets away from him there. Good news is it's still full count.
3-2. Full count here from Danny Driska. Cole Beck awaiting. Driska off the bat of Beck, but that's a foul ball.
Yeah, you got to give him something in the zone right here if you're Danny Driska. You do not want to walk the leadoff batter.
Driska still full count here. No outs in this top of the 6th. Cardinals down 1. Driska. That's going to be ball 4. Cole Beck will go to first base.
Yeah, Driska just missed the spot with that pitch right there. Got a little inside and high. Unfortunately, walks the leadoff batter, and now we'll have to face Lucas Henderson of the Bulldogs.
Lucas Henderson, his 3rd at-bat of this game. Danny Driska has got a man on first. Cole Beck, no outs yet in this top of the 6th.
Keep an eye on Driska trying to pick off that runner on first base.
Danny Driska, first pitch of this at-bat, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, it seems like Driska's kind of leaning a little more high with his pitches this inning. Trying to get that a little bit lower in the strike zone right now.
1-0 count for Danny Driska, top of the 6th. Still eyeing down Beck at first base. Drizka, that's ball 2.
Once again, another high pitch.
Middle infield, got a pinch. See it delay.
2-0 count for Drizka, falling behind already on this pitch versus Lucas Henderson.
Coach Scepter telling his middle infield to pitch. Means he's thinking maybe a bunt attempt is coming. Doesn't seem like it, but we'll see if Coach Scepter's pinching of the infield will pay off.
We saw from Dylan Ang earlier in the game. Drizka, that's ball 3.
Another close call there.
Ball 5. Double A.
Drizka, kind of a slow start here in this top of the 6th. A man that's been so solid all game.
Yeah, looking to build off some of that confidence he had in the last 2 innings right here in this 3-0 pitch, Tom.
Drizka, and that's ball 4. So now Henderson will go to first. Cole Beck will slide to second.
You have to think Coach Scepter's thinking about pulling Drizka right here. Or at least having a chat with, and he will have a chat with him. Coach Scepter taking a walk right now.
Yeah,
not sure if he's going to pull him.
Scepter's going to give Drizka a pointer, if not pull him right here. It looks like he'll stay on the mound.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you pull him just yet with how stellar he's looking the past couple innings, but looking really rough right here. Got to get something going.
That's what I was thinking, Jerry. Drizka's been just so solid all game. I don't know if I'd pull him right here.
Yeah, it's a really tough call. You know, of course you want to jump ahead of it. Looks like he's having a little bit of a rocky start right now, so I would understand if he is considering pulling him. Doesn't look like he is. But, you know, runners up first on second. Back-to-back walks from Drizka. No outs here in the top of the 6th, down 2-1. This is a really key moment for Drizka. You have to think if he struggles against these next 2 batters, his time here is probably done tonight.
Coach Scepter coming back to the dugout. Drizka will go back to the mound. Cole Beck on second. Lucas Henderson on first. No outs here for Danny Drizka. Coming up for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs is number 17, Colton Moyer. Moyer awaiting Drizka. Drizka first pitch of this at-bat.
Whoa, that's a problem. But don't worry, 107.
So Drizka back on the mound here, 0-1 count.
Looking like the pep talk from Coach Scepter is paying off right now, Tom, with that first pitch strike. Let's see if he can do it again.
Drizka 0-1 count. Top of the 6th, no outs. Moyer waiting. Drizka hit off of Moyer. That's going to be a pop-up. Let's see if the outfield can get there. And no, they can't. Beck going to third. Henderson going to second. Throw to at-bat at home base is no good. Moore couldn't get there in time. So it's 3-2 Bulldogs.
That is such a costly error by the right fielder of the Lawrence Cardinals. Just got over his head, couldn't track it down. A stand-up triple for Michael Boyer of the Bulldogs. Just really unfortunate there. Runner scores, 3-1 game now. Looking like Drizka will likely be pulled now after not being able to get an out on that last batter.
Moyer, a huge at-bat there for the Bulldogs, extending this lead to 3-1. A low-scoring game all day just got that much bigger. They're going to talk to Danny Drizka here.
Coach Scepter convening.
Good job, Danny.
They're looking like they're going to make a little bit of a change here. Going to Ryan Willover on the mound. The experienced Ryan Willover, who has gotten the Cardinals out of tough situations before. I think that's the perfect guy to go to right here, Tom. Senior, very experienced, calm, cool, and collected. Let's see if we can get him out of this inning.
Yeah, Danny Drizka was so solid all game, but had a rough start there to the top of the 6th, so Ryan Wilver will be the guy now. No outs yet in this top of the 6th. Ryan Wilver is going to warm up real quick.
Yeah, this is going to be really big right here. You got a runner on third after stand-up triple by the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Runner scores. So you have a runner on third, nobody out here in the top of the 6th, 3-1 game. I think it makes a lot of sense to go to your most experienced pitcher right here, Tom. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a very sticky situation here for the Cardinals. So Willover just trying to get them out of this jam in this top of the 6th. If Willover can get them out of this top of the 6th with no more scores, that's a win in itself for Willover.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's still only a 3-1 game. You're only down 2 runs here. You still got 2 more chances to bat. Anything can happen in 2 innings. You don't want this game to get more out of hand.
Exactly. Willover just coming in to relieve the last 2 innings here, trying to get the Cardinals out of this jam, like I said before. Let's see, theoretically, if Willover does get them out of this jam, Cardinals are really going to have to really, what's the word I'm trying to say? They're trying to have to really hold down the fort there when they get back at bat, because it's been a little shaky all day. The Cardinals now down 2 instead of 1 makes it just that much more greater of a comeback.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. You know, Ryan Willover is actually looking pretty comfortable out there on the mound. Didn't take too many warm-up pitches, and it's looking like he's ready to go.
Yes, so Willover will go back to the mound. Bulldogs will go back at bat. A man on first and a man on second. Coming up for the Bulldogs is number 20. Bulldogs not on our roster, so Willover immediately that is strike 1.
Yeah, you could tell he's comfortable out there, just firing that pitch right down the middle, showing that he's not scared of this Hopewell Valley Bulldog batter.
Willover 0-1 count. Willover, a little low there. Ball 1-1.
Yeah, you got runners on second and third right now. 2 runners in scoring position, no out. It's just an unfortunate situation, but I think Willover's the guy to try to get you out of this.
Willover, 1-1 count. A little low there again. Ball 2.
Once again, you know, I've been saying it all night, but I got to keep on giving him his praise. Great block by Kellen Moore on a low pitch.
Moore has been so solid all game. 2-1 for Willover. Willover, nice hit there by Hopewell Valley, but nice catch there.
And a double play.
Double play. That was number 17 for Lawrence. That's Connor Crawley. What a catch there. Just sidearm by Crawley.
Just an amazing play. Great reaction time. That ball was absolutely rocketed to the second baseman. And he just caught it, made a little bit of a hesitation, but still got that runner out at second. That's exactly what the Lawrence Cardinals needed right here late in this game.
That was impressive. Just Willover trying to get that ball back to second. Excuse me, Crawley. That was just a win in itself. 2 quick outs there. Willover is looking good right now.
Now he's facing number 19. Jeffrey Blake.
Jeffrey Blake coming up here for Hopewell Valley. Gonna swing it right to third, but nice play there by the first baseman, but it won't be there in time.
Dane Bates really stretched out for that one. A little bit of a rough throw by Robert Kelly at short. Dane Bates unfortunately could not make the play. Not his fault. It was a little bit of an off-balance throw, but Dane Bates, nevertheless, great effort there trying to stretch and make that play at first.
And a runner will score for Hopewell Valley as a man on third. That was number 7 scoring, Lucas Henderson. So now 4-1 game. Willover, pitch 1 versus number 24 for Hopewell Valley, Blake Eckernaught, his 4th at bat.
Got to get out of the inning right here if you're Ryan Willover. Doing a great job so far. Only let 1 run in.
Strike 1 for Willover. 0-1 count. 2 outs for Willover. Willover, strike 2 versus Eckernaught.
I think Willover put a little bit of heat on that pitch, Tom.
Yeah, that one had some sauce to it for sure. Willover, 0-2 count, looking to get the Cardinals out of the disastrous inning. Willover, a little low there, ball 1.
Yeah, this is a really key moment in the game for the Lawrence Cardinals. Try to limit this damage, and then you got to get the bats going here in the bottom of the 6th once they get off the field.
Willover. Pitch 4, that's going to go off the bat there of Eckernaught in an easy out to first baseman Dan Bates, and that will get the Cardinals out of that horrible inning there, not the one they wanted to have for sure, as we'll go to the middle of the 6th here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
107.7 Back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. Cardinals allowed 2 runs there on that top of the 6th, but Ryan Willover got them out of it. It'll be 4-1 now, Bulldogs over the Cardinals. Cardinals will now be at bat in this bottom of the 6th. Coming to lead off this bottom of the 6th is number 11 for the Cardinals, Tyler Van Heist.
Yeah, Van Heist looking to start a rally here for the Cardinals late in the game, bottom of the 6th, to see if he can do it.
Joseph Toby still in the game. Heist immediately puts a pop-up ball. Outfielder trying to get there, and that's an easy one.
Not what you want. First pitch, first swing out.
Out 1 for the Cardinals in this bottom of the 6th. Cardinals really only 2 more opportunities here to try to get 3 runs, trying to match the Bulldogs with a 3-point deficit.
Danny Driscoll now at the batter's box, who had a pretty good 2 innings pitching. A little bit of a rough one last inning when he got relieved by Ryan Willover, but let's see if he can make up with it at the bat.
Yeah, Driscoll at bat here. Driscoll, ball 1. Driscoll facing a 1-0 count here versus Tobia. Driska hit that off his bat. It'll go right behind him, 1-1.
Fouled it off. Looked like Driska's going to be aggressive here. That was a nice swing. Just kind of missed it with the contact. Fouled off behind home plate.
Driska, 1-1 count here. Danny Driska will let that go, 2-1.
That's a great eye by Danny Driska. That's a really close call and a really tough pitch to lay off a breaking ball high in the zone. Great eye by Danny Driska.
Driska facing 2-1 count here. Danny Driska tried to hit that one for the fences, but 2-2.
Yeah, he was fooled in that pitch right there. Was swinging for the fences on a very low pitch that ended up hitting the dirt. But it's 2-2 count now. Has a chance to bounce back.
I'm surprised Chris Tobey is still out there for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. He's been pitching this whole entire game.
Yeah, Chris Tobey really looking like a workhorse out there.
2-2 count here for Danny Driska. Tobia, 1 out here. Driska just fouled that one up right behind them, so we'll stay 2-2.
Ooh, I bet Danny Driska wants that one back. Breaking ball right in the zone. Just a hitter's dream and just tipped it.
He had a chance there. Driska will now stay with 2-2. Tobia lucky for that one. Chris Tobia doesn't go off the catcher's helmet. No, that'll actually hit Danny Driska. So Driska will go to first base.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pitch there. Happy that it didn't result in anything too serious, but Danny Driska will take first base after the pitch hit him.
Looked like it was off Danny Driska's arm there, and it went right to that catcher's helmet, right behind him.
Yeah, thankfully, hitting a spot that it's not too detrimental.
Kellen Moore coming out here for the Lawrence Cardinals. 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th. Joseph Tobia waiting. Tobia, a little low there, ball 1.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, despite the amazing game that Tobia is having, only allowing 1 run, you have to think about, is the coach of the Bulldogs thinking about pulling him at some point if he gets a little too wild here?
Moore, 1-0 count. Danny Driska at first. Moore hit that one right to the fences, but it looks like that'll be a pop-up. Pop-up outfielder will get it. That's out 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lawrence Cardinals batters aren't able to get that ball past the outfielder a lot this game. The outfielder's getting a lot of action out there for the Bulldogs, but making the plays.
Danny Driska will stay at first. Kellen Moore has out 2 now.
Let me see it, Zach.
Coming out for the Cardinals is number 4, Zach Berardi. Berardi was impressive to begin this game. 2 outs for him now. Tobia, and that's ball 1.
Cardinals are in desperate need of a big 2-out rally right here. And you know what? Zach Berardi is the guy you want in the batter's box to make that happen with a runner on first, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
Tobia, 1-0 count. Berardi, nice hit there. It's going. Berardi. Outfielder, can they get there? No, that's out. Home run. Berardi hits that out of the gates. And Berardi clutch home run there.
And wait a second, the umpire's calling it a ground rule double.
Ground rule
What's
double.
going on here? The refs are going to convene and talk about it, but that looked like a home run to me, Tom.
That would have looked like to me, too. I was for sure thought that.
Zach Berardi absolutely crushed that over the left field wall.
Yeah, they're calling a double there.
Calling it a double. I don't know how I feel about that. That's one of the only faults of high school baseball. Wish you had an instant replay because that looked like a crushed home run to me by Zach Berardi.
Berardi hit that to Jupiter, and they're going to call it ground rule double. I don't know, Jared.
That's a tough call, Tom. I don't know how I feel about that. Once again, the umps really making this game difficult for the Lawrence Cardinals.
It will stay with 2 outs. A runner on 3rd and 2nd now for the Cardinals. That would have been a clutch at bat for Berardi, but Berardi will go to 2nd now.
Unfortunately, it's called a ground rule double, but you know what? Freshman Dane Bates has a real opportunity to make a big difference right here.
Driska on 3rd. Bates. Huge at bat here for the Cardinals. Bates hit that one right to the 2nd baseman, and that's going to be an easy out for the Bulldogs. Wow.
Wow. Really dramatic inning there, Tom. So unfortunate that was called a ground rule double instead of a home run. Disappointing.
The Bulldogs are lucky there as they're going to look to close this out here in the 7th inning on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
I'm Tom Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito in this Lawrence Cardinals baseball game. Cardinals currently down 4-1 in this top of the 7th. Cardinals will come out to pitch here. Ryan Willover will resume his time on the mound, trying to get the Cardinals out of this top of the 7th.
Yeah, we had that dramatic call, home run called back. Here's the first pitch.
Coming up for the Bulldogs is number 8. That is Jake Lang. Lang will lead off with a ball to begin. Willover, second pitch, right off the bat of Lang. That's going to be a foul ball. Going to be over the fence, and yes, it will be.
Just got over the fence, yeah. I think that home run called back to a ground rule double might be the changing point of the game. You know, it would have been a 4-3 game if that was called a home run, and now still a 4-1 game.
Very ticky-tacky call. I'm not so sure about that one, Jared, but that's strike 2 by Ryan Willover.
Great pitch by Ryan Willover. Keep the batter off balance.
1-2 by Willover in this top of the 7th, no outs.
Let's see if you can punch him out right here, Tom.
Lawrence down 4-1. Willover trying to get a quick out here. That's off the bat of Langle. It'll stay 1-2.
Yeah, it looked like Langle really just fighting to stay alive out there, trying to make Ryan Willover work for it. Ryan Willover looking really sharp in his relieving duties of Danny Drisga in the past inning and a half.
Willover, his 4th pitch, and that's ball 2.
Yeah, pitch is a little high right there, but you know, it was a 1-2 count, so you can afford to have a little bit of a throwaway pitch right there to keep the batter's eyes off balance.
Willover, 2-2 count. Ryan Willover, a little low there. That's ball 3.
That's a really great pitch. As someone in the Lawrence Cardinals dugout said, I would call that a strike. From the angle I have, that's a beautiful pitch.
It was low, but you could call it a strike. I could see what you're saying there, Jared.
And it won't matter anyway.
Strike 3 for Willover.
What a way from Willover. He just comes in and makes plays all the time, no matter where he's at. Ryan Willover, just an amazing baseball player, Tom.
Willover gets the first out in this top of the 7th. Cardinals looking to get quick 2 outs here, trying to get back at bat to try to tie this game up. But Ryan Willover will have to do the job right now, as number 4 for Hopewell Valley will come out. Dylan Eng. Eng just pops that one up, foul ball.
Yeah, Eng has actually walked 3 times in this game, surprisingly, so got a really good eye on him.
Willover 0-1 count. Eng hit that right to outfield. That's going to be an easy pop-up out for the Cardinals, 2 outs.
So the inning so far looking pretty favorable for the Lawrence Cardinals, isn't it here, Tom? You know, got to get this last out right here and then get those bats going down 4-1. You're down 3. It's going to be the last inning. Got to get something going.
Yeah, like I said, the Cardinals need 3 quick outs here. And Ryan Willover is on track to do that right now. Facing Jaden Shin now, and that's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, Ryan Willover doing this against the top of the Bulldogs order is very impressive.
Willover pitched 2 on his at-bat, and that's ball 2.
Falling a little bit behind right here, but he'll look to bounce back right here on this 2-0 pitch.
Willover 2-0 versus Shin. Willover, and that's going to be ball 3 there. Looked like that was in the zone, but ump will call that 3-0.
Yeah, really unfortunate right here to fall behind 3-0. You have to assume that he has the red light here on this pitch.
Willover, that's ball 4. Immediately Shin, 4-0, will go to first base.
As he will have the red light, keep the bat on his shoulder, and results in a walk. And now, Willover has to face the cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs.
This is number 3 for Hopewell Valley. Number 3, Cole Beck, coming out. Cole Beck, the DH for this Hopewell Valley team. 2 outs for the Cardinals. Ryan Willover, his first pitch at bat, and that's ball 1.
Got to give him something here, Willover. Give him something in the zone. Try to jump ahead of him early. Get out of this inning and get those bats going.
Willover, I guess, trying to be safe right now versus Beck with that first pitch. A little behind him there, or in front of him, you could say. That's ball 2.
Once again, and now I'm just repeating myself, another incredible block by Kellen Moore. He's just looking incredible out there at catcher. One of the real highlights of the game for the Lawrence Cardinals.
Willover 2-0 versus Beck here. 2 outs. Willover trying to get them out of this inning, trying to get back at bat. Willover, and that's strike 1.
There you go. That's how you jump back in the count, Tom. Fire one right down the middle and hope he misses it. Good stuff by Willover.
Colbeck was going for the trees there, but was caught looking 2-1.
Yeah, Colbeck being scolded by his third base coach a little bit.
2-1 for Willover. Willover, Beck hits that right to outfield. Going to go to the outfield there. Beck will go to first. Shin will go to second.
Yeah, just a really solid base hit there by Cole Beck. You know, Willover started off this inning so hot, getting those first 2 outs. Now he's really falling behind here, Tom. It's so key that he gets this next batter out. You want to mitigate this damage as much as you can and keep the game close in range for the Lawrence Cardinals when they bat in the bottom of the 7th.
Willover, it'll stay 2 outs now. Coming out for Hopewell Valley is number 7, Lucas Henderson. Henderson at bat. Willover still trying to get out of this top of the 7th. Willover first pitch at bat. That's strike 1.
There you go. Jump out early. Something he was missing these last 2 at bats. Get ahead of the batter early.
Shin at first, Beck at second. Willover 0-1 count. 2 outs here, trying to get out of the top of the 7th. Willover, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch by Ryan Willover. Just nothing given from the batter there, keeping the bat on the shoulder.
That's a great strike.
Coach Scepter trying to get Kellen Moore to frame that pitch a little bit better in the strike zone.
1-1 for Willover now. Willover versus Henderson. Willover looking back at the runner at second. A nice hit there by Henderson. And it's going back. It's back. Can they track it down? No, they cannot. Shin will go to score. And they'll send Cole Beck to score now. Throw at home bait. Home base is in time. Going to get back out. Impressive there, but Shin will score, making this 5-1. Cardinals will have some cleanup to do in this last at-bat of the game. Bottom of the 7th coming up on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence High School baseball is a hit on WRRC2. Tune in to hear me, third baseman Ryan Willover, and all of the rest of the Cardinals exclusively on 107.7 The Bronx Retro. Listen to our games online at 1077thebronx.com on app and on Alexa.
The Bronx Retro, WRRC2. I'm Tom Schmarko, back here with Jared Brito as the Cardinals now find themselves down 5-1 in this bottom of the 7th. A last-ditch effort here for the Cardinals.
It's do or die time now for the Lawrence Cardinals with Teak Toto leading off the bottom of the 7th. Got to get some runs going now, Tom. It's now or never.
The Bulldogs will send in their closer, Jared Greenzang, number 15, to try to end this game. Greenzang got a heater on that first pitch. No wonder he's in the game right now.
Yeah, that ball was coming in fast there. Barely even saw it there, Tom. Wow, really zipped to the catcher's glove.
It was ball 1 versus Toto, though. So Toto 1-0. Greenzang. Toto, nice hit. But it looks like it'll be a foul.
Looking like it's going to be a major adjustment. You know, not saying that Tobia threw slow by any means, but wow, Greenzang's really firing these pitches in there, Tom.
1-1 Greenzang versus Toto. Greenzang, and that's strike 2. I don't know about that one. That was a little low there,
I think that's
Jared.
a good framing job by the catcher of the Bulldogs because that pitch was definitely low. He kind of jolted it up a little bit. Good framing job by the catcher.
1-2 Greenzang versus Toto, and that's ball 2.
Good eye by Teak Toto. Keep this count alive.
2-2. Greenzang trying to end this game for the Bulldogs. Toto trying to give them some life for the Cardinals, and that's strike 3. No, they was not. As they'll just throw that to first base, and now he's out.
Yeah, it looked like he swung and the ball hit the dirt there, so you got to make the play at first. And I don't think Teak Toto realized that the ball hit the ground. As Coach Scepter was yelling at him from the dugout to run it out, but unfortunately, a little bit of a lackluster swing on a low pitch. Out 1.
Cardinals now 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, down to the last 2 outs. Coming up for the Cardinals is number 7, Giovanni Brogel, and that's strike 1 immediately.
Yeah, Jared Greenzang just looks unhittable right now. They're going to have to swing a lot earlier on these pitches.
Greenzang. Pitch 2, that's going to hit the dirt. That's going to be 1-1 count.
I think the key thing in this last inning is to stay patient. You know, you got to make up at least 4 runs are here to keep this game going. Can't be getting out early. Got to make them work for these outs.
Greenzang 1-1 pitch. That's going to hit. That's going to hit Brogel here. That must have hurt the way Greensang's throwing the ball.
Yeah, Giovanni Brogel just took that hit like a champ and walked to first base, acting like you just brushed it off, no problem. That ball was zipping in there, hit him really hard.
No problem, that didn't hurt me.
Yeah, Giovanni Brogel is a beast. As one of the people in the Lawrence dugout is saying, Giovanni Brogel eats that for breakfast. Here's Robert Kelly up at the batter's box.
Brogel at first, Greensang stay in there. Kelly now trying to get on base. Kelly, they'll go right over him, and Brogel is going to go to second now.
This is one of the key things when you have a flamethrower on the mound, Tom. You got to work his pitch count out because when you're throwing that hard, you're going to get wild. And look what's happening now. He hits a batter, next pitch, throws it over the catcher's head. Good job of the Lawrence Cardinals getting his pitch count up. That is key.
1-0 count here for Greensang. 1 out. Kelly. That's going to be hit up. And that looks like going to be a fly ball. Is it over the fence or can he get there? Shin can't get there. That's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, he took a little bit of an awkward direction to try to get there. I know it's tough to see with how the sky is right now and that fence. Trying not to run into that fence. Good effort by the first baseman from the Bulldogs, but overall can't get to it, like Tom said.
Yeah, it's getting late here, but the sun is still shining in parts of the field. As Shin, I guess the sun must have been in his eyes, couldn't get there in time, 1-1.
Yeah, Robert Kelly really looking to capitalize with that runner in scoring position. Only 1 out, 1-1 count.
Kelly, man on second. Brogel at second. Kelly, strike 2.
Looked like he had the red light right there, had no intention of swinging.
Both now, work, Bob.
Now it's key to protect that play. Don't want to make that second out.
Greensang 1-2 pitch here. Greensang, and that's ball 2.
Pitch was inside. Greensang looking a little inaccurate at times here, trying to throw that flame of a pitch into the strike zone. Can't really find it sometimes.
Good job by Kelly though, trying to just letting that go. 2-2 count. Greensang, nice hit there by Kelly. It's gonna go in between second and third. Brogel's going to go to third. Kelly will go to first. Nice hit there by Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly, great job getting on base right there, despite the 1-2 count. Just an amazing effort. Runner stays at third. Third base coach holds him. I think that's the right call. Looked like that ball would have made it for a play at the plate. You don't want to take any risks when you're down 5-1 right now.
Now here comes Ryan Willover. Man on first, man on third, 1 out.
Who else would you want at the plate right now but Ryan Willover, Tom? One of the most experienced players on this team, is built for these big situations.
Ryan Willover can make this a 1-point game. Greensang, Willover. Doesn't look like gonna foul that out. 0-1. Willover can make this a 1-run game here. 5-1 Bulldogs lead it over the Cardinals. Willover, Greensang, 0-1 count. Greensang, that's going to hit Willover now. And now we got bases loaded.
Greensang just looking incredibly wild out here. That's what happens when you're just trying to fire every pitch in there. It's losing a lot of his accuracy, and it's coming back to bite him. Bases now loaded, like you said, Tom.
Tyler Van Heist will come out for the Cardinals now. Bases loaded. And Coach Sefter will talk to his team real quick.
Perhaps one of the biggest at-bats of the season so far for the Lawrence Cardinals. They suffered a big loss in their last game. Trying to bounce back right here, and this is the at-bat to make it happen. Tyler Van Heist, bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see what he does.
Van Heist is the game-tying batter right here. He's going to hit that right to Greensang, and that's going to go to Shin at second base, and that's 2 outs.
Yeah, a little unfortunate right there. A little comebacker back to the pitcher. It's now 2 outs. They took the force out at first. It's a 5-2 game. Runner scores, but still got 3 runs to make up.
So now number 5 for Lawrence will come out. That's Danny Dryzang. Danny Dries.
I told you.
Dryzag. Ball 1.
Yeah, we saw Drizga early in the game, looking really stellar on the mound. Struggled a little bit late into his relief appearance, but now he has a chance to make a real difference in the batter's box here late in this bottom of the 7th inning for the Lawrence Cardinals.
5-2 now. Drizga. Looks like that'll be ball 2.
Today, tomorrow, maybe Sunday.
If I'm the third base coach, I'm telling Danny Drizga, keep that bat on your shoulder in this next 2-0 pitch.
Brogel scoring for the Cardinals now, making this 5-2 as Greensang. That's strike 1.
And that's what he'll do, keep his bat on the shoulder. I think me and the third base coach are on the same wavelength right now. Now it's a little different though, Tom. 2-1 count.
Cardinals down to their last 2 strikes of this game. Dryzang.
That is out of the zone.
That's ball 3.
Ball 3 right here once again. I'm thinking about keeping that bat on his shoulder, trying to draw a walk right here.
Come on, 5.
Let's see what Drizga does.
Drizga. 3-1 pitch. Let's go behind the catcher there. Drizga will go to first.
It's now bases loaded again for someone that's looked incredible this game behind the dish. Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore down 3 runs. Bases loaded. Kellen Moore with a crazy at bat could win the game for the Cardinals, but we will see. They're going to meet with Greenzang at the mound right now.
I think it's a good decision. This is such a key part of the game. Kellen Moore will get a chance to have a chat with his third base coach as what type of approach to take to Greenzang. Assuming the third base coach is probably telling Kellen Moore to stay patient out there. As you see, when you work deep into these counts against Greenzang, he's really struggling to punch out these batters because he's looking a little wild with his command out there, Tom.
The game-tying run is at first base.
A couple of kids I know. I walk into my back day help.
Still talking to Greenzang at the mound. Now they'll back off. Kellen Moore will come back.
This is it, Tom. As Kellen Moore takes the batter's box, this is where big-time players make big-time plays. This could change the entire outcome of the game right here. One swing from Kellen Moore. Let's see what he does.
2 outs for Greenzang. Moore.
Like, I'm not even holding you, bro. I'm skipping. 2-1.
Greenzang. Bulldogs up 3, 5-2. Greenzang. And that's going to be ball 1. For Kellen Moore.
Did not expect to see Kellen Moore come out swinging first pitch. It was a low pitch right there. I think it had him a little bit fooled. Was expecting fastball. Breaking ball in the dirt. Fools Kellen Moore. 0-1.
Greenzang. 1-0 count. And that's going to be 2-0 count.
A bit of a high pitch there. Once again, Greenzang losing his command a little bit.
Zach Berardi on deck for the Cardinals. Kellen Moore facing Greenzang's 1-1. Greenzang, and Moore hits that right to the second baseman, and that will end it. A nice hit there by Kellen Moore, but a nice play there by the Bulldogs, and that will end the game.
Yeah, just an unfortunate game for the Lawrence Cardinals as they fall 5-2 to the Hopewell Valley Central Bulldogs. Showed a lot of effort, but in the end, they come up on the losing side.
A very nice rally at the end of that game by the Lawrence Cardinals. They had some heart in them in that bottom of the 7th, but just couldn't pull it out there.
Definitely something to build upon in their next game. I'm sure Coach Septa will be talking about that and trying to get those guys to jump out a little early in the next game.
Cardinals lose this one to Hopewell Valley 5-2 here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro WRRC2.